Let's talk about why your bank places holds on your deposits and what Regulation CC actually says about it. So, when you deposit your check into your bank account, it's easy to assume, hey, it's my money, it's ready to go, ready to be spent, it's immediately mine. But that's not always the case. And there's different scenarios at play here, but it usually revolves around you not having matching funds or recourse in your account. Think like you got $100 in your bank account and you bring a check for like $7,000. Banks will often delay access to those funds to protect themselves from things like bounced or fraudulent checks. And this delay is what's known as a hold, and it's completely legal under a federal rule known as Regulation CC. Let's break it all down. So it's easy to find information about this. You could go to Google, type in Regulation CC Banking or Reg CC for short. And what you'd find is that Reg CC sets the rules for when your deposited funds must be made available. It applies to both business and consumer types of accounts. And there's a list of types of deposits that qualify for next day availability, which means they must be made available by the next business day. So if we scroll down, you can see the following types of deposits must be made available on the first business day following the banking day of deposit or next day availability. And to start that list, you got cash deposits made in person, electronic payments, so think like ACHs, your wire transfers, U.S. Treasury checks deposited in person, U.S. postal money orders deposited in person. A lot of this has to be deposited in person. Cashiers, certified, teller's checks. These might require special deposit slips though, but don't worry, your banker will let you know if that's the case when you deposited it. Federal Reserve Bank and Federal Home Loan Bank checks, state, local government checks deposited in person, if drawn in the same state. On us checks, so this will be like the check that is payable to you. The person who wrote you the check has an account at the same bank that you have an account. So y'all both have accounts at the same bank. Also, the first $275 of any other check deposit must be made available the next business day. And let's talk about the standard hold times. So for regular checks not listed above, so all that list we just went through, the funds must be made available no later than the second business day. Deposits at non-network ATMs not owned by your bank must be made available by the fifth business day. And then there are exception holds. So let's talk about when banks can delay. Banks can hold funds longer for up to 7 or even more business days. It just kind of depends on specific situations and the specific bank and your history with the bank. But large deposits over $6,725, redeposited checks that were previously returned. So you deposit this check, it bounces the first time. It's common practice for the bank to try a second time, but they'll redeposit it with a hold. Repeated overdrafts on an account defined as a negative balance of over $6,725 or more on 2 or more days, or 6 days with a negative balance. Then doubtful collectability. This will be post-dated, stale-dated, or damaged checks. It's fair practice for a bank to completely reject that deposit altogether and just give it back to you and say, hey, we're not going to deposit this. Reach out to the check maker, have them reissue you a new check. Then emergency conditions like natural disasters. New accounts open within the past 30 days. They don't have a banking relationship with you and money's involved in this industry. You got to be careful. You got to be on your P's and Q's. So this one makes a lot of sense. And in these cases, the bank must provide a written hold notice explaining the reason for the hold, when the funds will be made available. And there's things that we can do to help avoid or even minimize the time of holds. So let's pull up the iPad and write them down. So the first thing that we can do while we're there and they're telling us they're going to put a hold on our check is ask them to try to verify the check. And what the banker is going to do is they're going to literally look at that check, see what bank it's drawn off of, Find that bank's phone number, call them up. Hey, can I verify funds on a check? And that bank will either say yes or no. A lot of them will only verify cashier's checks. We'll get into that. But banks can't give information as to the available balance in the account or anything like that. They can just say at this time that check will clear or not. Then you can also take that same check. This one gets a little bit more tedious, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So if they can't verify the check, you can take that check to the other bank and you can cash that check. They might ask you to thumbprint it. They're going to want to see your ID. They're going to want the ID to be valid. They're going to want your social. They're going to call and verify with the check maker that they're good to cash the funds. They might even charge you a fee. All of that just comes with getting quicker access to your funds. So just write it in. Consider that in as a factor. Sometimes the checks will be a little large to where you don't feel comfortable carrying around that much money, or the bank will refuse to cash a check for that much money, or it's a business check and you're not able to cash business checks. So what you can ask them to do is convert that check over into a cashier's check. And in this case, cashier's checks are what's known as guaranteed funds, and you can verify cashier's checks, so that goes back to number one. And these usually qualify for faster availability. You could also talk to your banker. Some banks will release funds early once they have confirmed the check is cleared and been collected. So you can ask your banker to keep tabs on that, or you could call and remind. It just kind of depends. And then if you're going to different branches all the time within your bank, they might not know you as well as your banker knows you. So you could ask them to also reach out to your officer on your account, and your officer may approve that deposit with no hold. So avoid opening multiple new accounts. New accounts have stricter hold rules. And like I said, it makes sense because they don't have an ongoing relationship with you yet. So let's look at some of the updated numbers for Reg CC thresholds. This is effective as of July 1st, 2025, and this will be for 5 years. So what we see is the first available portion. This is available next business day, regardless of hold or not. I guess there's a play on words there, but $275 first available portion. Then cash withdrawal delay threshold $550, large deposit trigger $6,725. And all of that just kind of continues. You can go down this list, you can find them. But understanding Reg CC helps you to know what to expect, what to ask for, how to act when you need your money fast. And usually it's my money and I need it now. You remember that commercial, right? So the more you know your rights and the bank's policies, the better you can plan and also avoid surprises when making a deposit. I'm still working on my beginner to banking playlist. Feel free to join back and continue learning with me. I'm happy to see you here, and I hope this was action-packed value content for you. Y'all have a good one.